fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions. Fact, don't ask, grab reactions. Jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused. Call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now. Y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kiru's show here. And now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Izuku Midoriya and his familia. Now, shortly after Midoriya formed his familia and gathered his ring guardians, something happened. During the USJ where villains attacked, two people Midoriya considered to be friends were killed, Ochako and Froppy. Now, Midoriya, he blamed himself for their deaths because he could not save them and he felt like he could not be a hero anymore. However, his familia, they were there to help Midoriya get out of his rut, along with Reborn, who essentially put Midoriya in a situation, in a choice. Lay down and die, or stand up and fight. Now, Midoriya, he chose to stand and fight, as he received his Vengola 10 rings after going through the first boss's trial. Now, Midoriya, he's made up his mind. Instead of becoming Vengola 10 to disband and destroy the Mafia, he is going to become Vengola 10 to change the underworld and make it a better place overall. Now, with that being said, we also do have Midoriya's guardians, who they all do now possess some box weapons, except Midoriya himself. Now, with all of that, we do have where they all did go out for lunch after Midoriya's trial and all hang out. Now, we do have later that day where Midoriya, he returned home in a good mood. And Midoriya's mother Inko, she did notice that. And she was happy that Reborn was able to cheer him up. Now, with that being said, we do have where Midoriya and Reborn are both in his room. Midoriya laying in his bed as he does think about earlier today. Him looking at his gloves. And thinking about how they've had a massive change. Now, we do have where Midoriya, he does enter death penetration mode, after popping at least one of his pills. And he does examine one of them. Him looking at the blue gem and insignias on them. As you do have Reborn, who would inform Midoriya that those are his true gloves. What are you talking about? The gloves that you've been using were Vengola 1's former gloves. And it was quite interesting to see that you had them. Really? Yes. Now, these particular gloves here are an upgrade. In fact, it's quite surprising that you received them a bit earlier. Really? Yes. Now, along with that, there's also the idea and, well, your family's box weapons. Yes, I was curious about those as well. Now, Midoriya, he would go from laying down to sitting up, as he does have his feet touch the ground. Midoriya, him, staring at Reborn, asking him exactly if they all have box weapons, shouldn't he have one as well? Well, yes, that is correct. Skyflame boxes, they do exist. However, they are a rare sort. Rare? Yes. In fact, many people in the Mafia underworld who know about the flames, they consider them to be collector items. And if one is, well, leaked to as exist, a lot of people will come after it and attempt to stop it from getting to its destination. I see. So it's basically just for show. Not really, no. Vangola boxes are extraordinarily powerful, and they are quite different from many other boxes. They're delicate. You have to take special care of them, since these boxes usually go to Mafia bosses. Okay. And, and, your box is on its way here. Really? Yes, in fact, I was going to inform you about this earlier today during lunch, but I did not want to spoil the mood your familia has given you. Your box, it was on the way here. What? What do you mean was? Am I not getting it now? Oh, no, it's not that. Somebody stole it. I'm sorry, what? Yes. In fact, the familia, they have sent many of these false boxes out. However, our true route has been compromised, meaning they're targeting every box that's being sent out. So, what you need to do is, with your familia, you need to get them all together and get your box back. Are you serious? Okay, fine, I'll bite. Where? That is quite simple. Now, Reborn would inform Midoriya that his Vengola box, it is him then saying a location that is outside of Japan. Now, Midoriya, he does have his jaw drop, telling Reborn that they can't go there right now, especially not with UA. Well, that is true, correct. However, you're forgetting what you promised yourself, are you not? Yes, do not act like I did not know what would happen inside that wolf. Maybe you're right. Alright, fine. Now, Midoriya, he would begin to message his guardians, telling them that they have their mission, and they have their first assignment by Reborn. They are going to have to recover Midoriya's Vengola box. Right now, they currently have 3 days before UA's sports festival. So if they can get this done quickly, they can return in time. Now, the Guardians are all taken by surprise, as we do have where they do form a group chat and all begin to start messaging one another, along with Reborn, him using his phone and getting in on it. Now, Reborn would explain their mission, and they all do find it to be quite interesting. Now, Reborn, he does explain in further detail Midoriya's box. This specific box that Midoriya was gonna be given, it is one that Vengola 9 has requested Midoriya to have his hands on. Now, Midoriya, he finds it to be quite interesting, and at the same time he's also curious. This is the first time he can recall hearing about the Mafia boss, Vengola 9, let alone being given something by this man. So, this is where Reborn he does continue talking. The information was leaked, and collectors are seeking to get their hands on it. In the public report, they believed that the ship was attacked and it went down. However, they know that to be false. The Mafia, or a certain Mafia family, or a low-ranking Mafia family, they have stolen the cargo. And they want to either ransom it off or sell it to the highest bidder. So what they're going to need to do is they're going to need to head to the Philippines and get this box back. Now, we do have the next morning, where everyone they do meet at Momo Yaoyorozu's manor. And you do have Reborn who's standing in front of a chalkboard and explaining their mission. This is going to be a stealth mission. Along with that, they're going to need transportation which Momo can get covered. They have currently a little under 3 days to get this job done and then return for UA Sports Festival. If they can't get this done in time, they are all going to be not participating in that festival. Now, everyone is quite alarmed, as they tell Reborn that that is not fair. As Reborn, he does continue talking. They have sworn an oath to the Familia, and they will put it first before their own private priorities. Now, everyone they do look at each other. And you do have Midoriya who talks about how that is not how this is going to work. Reborn looking towards Midoriya. Reborn watching Midoriya stand up to him. Midoriya explaining to Reborn that they do not have to come with him if they do not want to. This is his box weapon. He will get it back all by himself if he does have to. However, help will be greatly appreciated. To everyone who does want to stay here and not participate in this, Midoriya is saying they can either just leave or walk out of the room right this instant. He will not force them to participate if they are unwilling. Now, everybody they do look at each other, as you have Denki who does break the silence. Him going to open his mouth as Midoriya he does expect him to try and convince everyone or other people to leave with him. Well, I've never really been to the Philippines before, Denki does say. Midoriya looking towards him as everyone else is beginning to start speaking. Kendo talking about how she's never really been on a plane either. And traveling somewhere new, it does sound pretty fun. Please. You really expect I'm going to let you do this by your own? Midoriya? Bakugo would say. Midoriya looking towards him, as he does try to think about how that's the first time Bakugo's ever called him anything other than Deku. Now, Reborn does watch everyone begin to talk. Instead of people trying to weasel their way out of it, they're excited for this mission. And we do then have Midoriya who does inform Reborn that the Familia is ready. And they do just need to know how they're going to be doing this. That being where Reborn, he does explain it. Loud and quiet, loud and proud, or nice and quiet. Which one would they rather prefer? Now, Reborn, he does tell Midoriya. The loud option, it is quite interesting. It involves them using their own Vangola boxes. And basically using them in open combat. If they go loud, they kill. That being what Reborn does say. Everyone, instead of being excited, they do realize exactly how far this situation might have to go. Now, Bakugo, he was thrilled and excited about this, until he heard about the loud option. And then Reborn does talk about the stealthy option. They can all sneak in and take out the guards quietly. If they need to, they can use tranquilizers and sneak into the warehouse. After that, they are going to find the cargo, find the box, and get out as fast as they can. If everything goes right, then no one would even really know they're there, let alone that they're involved in the Familia of Japan. As far as they know, somebody could have just ran off with the box. Now, everyone, they do take a vote. And Midoriya, he did ask everyone who was there if they were all alright with killing. Now, everyone does look at one another. And they all do at least look towards Midoriya. Now, Midoriya says that he can't really try and give any moral high ground here. He was going to kill Shigaraki or that guy at the USJ whenever they killed their friends. So, if he does need to, he will kill to protect them. And he does expect the same from all of them. Now, Reborn does watch Midoriya take charge of this. He's basically explained to them that if the, stealthy option goes bad, they all need to be prepared for battle. Now, everyone, they do decide to go for the stealthy option. However, Midoriya, he has made it clear that this option could go bad. Now, we do then have where everybody, they do pack things up. And they do head out. Reborn, Lamirchi, and the Blue Albareno, I still can't pronounce his name, so I'm just calling him that. They've already prepared some equipment for Midoriya and his crew, as all of them are currently on the plane. Now, Kendo is remarking to Momo that this is actually quite nice. Yes, it is. Actually, I can't remember how long it's been since I've been on a plane. It may have been last year, but it feels like longer. How could you ever forget this? Well, it's just I'm so accustomed to it. Sometimes I forget how much money my family has. I don't really understand that, but sure. What do you mean? Well, my family were middle class, and usually we don't do very much. Well, your family might go on extravagant vacations in foreign countries. My family, the most we would do is go out to a place to eat, somewhere nice, or go to the beach. I mean, it's all nice and stuff, but, well, you just kind of have it different. Maybe. But you have something I don't. What's that? You get to spend more time with your parents than I do. My mom, my dad, they're both always so busy with work. And honestly, I think the last time I sat down to talk with either one of them and face to face was 3 years ago. Now, everyone, they are shocked hearing that. Momo, she's only spoken to her father over the phone for the last 3 years. And her mother, the same. That's pretty messed up. Now, Kendo, she does say that she's sorry for that. Maybe. It's not too bad. I was gonna talk with him soon. And I think maybe after this is all over, I might go see him. Would he even be able to make time for you, though? I'm sure he could squeeze me in real quick for lunch. Besides, the cost that it would take to fly me there, go see him for lunch, and fly back just real quick wouldn't be too bad. Really, it wouldn't even put a dent in our money. That's pretty crazy. Now, we do have where everyone, they do start to talk about their families. And you do actually have Midoriya and Todoroki, who they are at least trying to sit things out. Everyone here, they at least have a remotely better relationship with their parents than Momo. And we do actually have where it gets to Todoroki. Now, people are trying to push Todoroki to know a bit more about him. However, Todoroki does is try and explain that he doesn't want to talk about his father. And he doesn't want to talk about his mother. Him just specifying that he didn't really have the best childhood growing up. Okay. Hey Izuku, Kendo did say, asking how about his family. Oh, well, my mother's really nice. And I see her every day, but my dad, he's a different case. I kind of haven't seen him for years. Wait, so it's just you and your mom? Now, the way he does try to specify. No, 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 his parents are still together, but it's just his dad hasn't called, he hasn't texted him or anything. He's always so busy with work overseas that he doesn't know really where his dad's at. Huh? Wait, really? Yeah. In fact, I don't really remember his face or his voice. I think the last time I saw him was before I was diagnosed as quirkless. Now, everyone would stare at Midoriya, and they're all kind of shocked. This guy's not had a father figure in his life, yet he's so, well, the way he is, put together. Sure, he does falter and become weak, but everyone does. But he's able to stay standing, stay right about it. Now, we do then have a few hours later where everybody, they do land. And they are getting ready. The clock is ticking. And we do then have where Reborn, he does pass out files to everybody. And explain that this is the place they need to go to. And this is where the box is being located. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. Catch you guys in the next part.